Okay, so let's look at the sheet one, current one RM, just like we did on, this is what I set up for you guys.
Okay.
So on the first section here, you're gonna enter, this is your current PR.
In here.
In the highlighted section,
In the
only in the
yellow.
highlight, only in the yellow,
Right.
okay?
We're
You're
gonna
gonna
put
put,
the manual in
you're
here.
gonna put your current PR.
Okay.
On the right of that, when you scroll to it, you'll see previous estimated 1RMs. On the highlighted section, you're gonna put what you did previously. So this was mine. I did 480, that was my current one. My previous one was 440.
Okay.
For squat, then for bench, 285, went from 275, and then 555, 520. And then it shows my improvements there.
Okay.
Okay? That's all you have to do there. I have the warm up here that I did last time, but you guys can continue using it. All this is already on the current sheet, which I think Nicole's gonna put for you guys there. Okay? Which is the warm ups, how to do them, all that stuff. Then we go to the main weeks, which is the second tab that I have there. So the way this is gonna work, first week is gonna be more of an intro week. It's not gonna be a really tough week. The tougher weeks are gonna be weeks 2 to 4. So day 1 is gonna be your heaviest lifting day of the week, likely. It's usually day 1 and day 3 are probably gonna be your heavier days. So once you enter your calculated numbers, your numbers would come up. Those are mine. So my back squat right now, what's up? My back squat, that's for me. Those are my lifts. So I did 3 sets of 4 at 335, 3 sets of 4 at 200, and that's all I did for day 1.
That's week 1.
That's week 1,
That's
week 2.
Day 1 of week 1.
Exactly. Day
Okay.
1 of week 1, and then.
So there's no deadlift on day 1 of week 1.
Exactly, just for that week.
Just for that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And then the following weeks, you will be
Right.
doing bench, squat, and deadlift.
Okay.
Okay? And then from there, you'll pull, in the new sheets that she made for you guys, there should be an actual. So you should also put the actual lift. So let's say if it says 272.5 and you went 270, you'll put 270. Or if you went 275, you'll put 275. Now the only thing that I want you guys adding is for your last lift, for your last set, whatever it was. If you did 3 sets of 4 at 335, that third set, I want you to put what your RPE was. The RPE is the rate of perceived exertion. So if you feel you only had 1 rep left in you, it would be a 9. Okay? And it would go down. If you feel you had 2 reps left in you, it would be an 8. If you had 3 reps, it would be a 7. 10 would be a failure set. Like you couldn't finish your 4 reps. You were able to get 3, but you couldn't get the 4th one, that would be a 10. Okay? And you would only write that for your last set of that specific lift. Only for these. You don't have to do it for your secondary lifts. You would only do it for the last set. Cool?
And where is that? Where do we put that?
You would put 3 by 4 by 335 in parentheses 9 RPE.
Okay, gotcha.
Just right next to it. Just so you know, or you can even just put the number 9, 8.
Right.
And then you'll be able to see the weeks as you progress,
Right.
how that's, it felt, let's say it felt in the beginning as a 9, and now you're noticing, oh, it's going down to a 7 or 8 or whatever it is. So you'll be able to see that, I'll be able to see that as we start getting deeper into this stuff. Cool?
I'm
So-
just dreading the next tab.
So it's only 4 days now.
Okay.
Okay, deadlifts once a week?
No, that is just twice a week. In the first week, it's only once a week, but in the second, third, fourth week, you're deadlifting 2 times a week. You're benching 3 times a week. You're squatting 3 times a week. Right? No, you're squatting 2, you're deadlifting 2, you're benching 3 or 4. You're benching 4. You're benching every time you come in. Because bench is one of the harder lifts, so we wanna work on that a little more. Okay? And that's pretty much that. So you'll have, this is already including with your deload. The 5th week will be a deload. So if you notice on mine here, my 4th week here, it says 3 by 7 by 375 was my heavy on week 4. But then the following week, it went down to 327 for that day 1. But then later down the week, it goes a little heavier, which is not too crazy. It wouldn't be that much more. But that week would be a deload week, be a good recovery week for you guys. Okay? Cool. Good?
Got it.
All right, let's go into the secondary lifts. I minimized it a little bit. So now you're only doing two supplemental work on your day one because it's gonna be your heavier lifting days. So you would only do inverted rows and dumbbell lateral raises. Done. Easy peasy. Now, with the inverted rows, I put at 9 RPE. So that means you're gonna do inverted rows until you have 1 rep left in the tank. You're almost gonna go until failure. Okay, you're gonna go, till that last rep was a good, solid rep for you. Okay? And you can vary the inverted row however you like. You wanna go off the barbell, you wanna elevate your feet, you wanna go with the TRX, you wanna move, whatever it is, you wanna hang upside down, do inverted rows, you can do that as well. Okay, good. Then we got pull-ups, incline dumbbell chest press,
Oh, cool.
incline dumbbell rows, and then Nordic leg curls. And that's for day 2. Day 2, you're only benching. Now, with the supplemental work,
We can superset these two, right?
yes, you can. So with the supplemental work, because it's only 4 days, if let's say you come in here and you fucking took you 2 hours just to do your back squat, bench, and deadlift, you can move the supplemental work to day 2.
Okay.
So you can literally come in and just do your heavy lifts, and then if you don't have time, you want to move your supplemental works to the lighter day, which is day 2, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Cool?
But don't move it to an off day,
You can move it to an off day too,
if you need.
if you needed to. Ideally, you just keep days.
Right, yes.
Keep your 4 days, like use those 3 days of rest that you get with this, okay? Because your numbers should start going up and up as you go through the weeks. Cool?
The rest is gonna help.
The rest will definitely help. Let's see what else. So you've done most of those movements already. Standing overhead barbell press. There's no Z press this time. You're doing inverted rows twice. I put that at 9 again. That's 9 RPE. Straight arm band pull downs. Do we know straight arm band pull downs? Yep. You're standing upright. You hang the band straight up, arm straight, and you're just gonna pull down right to your thighs. All lat activation there. You're doing 6 sets of those. Yes, a lot more sets. And then seated over dumbbell overhead tricep extensions. You're gonna go, yeah, you can go 1 or 2.
Both like this?
You can do it like that, or you can do a single arm as well. The single arm just gets a little more tricep back. Beautiful. Oh, there you go. All right. Got those. And then just make sure, guys.
Delphi's is this.
Yeah, just make sure you guys are writing down your numbers here. I do want you to see gains in strength also on your secondary lifts. So if week 1 you did whatever it was that you did, 90s as an example that I had there, you did everything by 12 reps, you go to 95s. And let's say you do 2 sets of 12 and then 2 sets of 10, whatever it is, I do want you to progress. Okay?
Can I just say, I love the layout of this, the secondary list. Like, I love this layout where we can see what
like
we
week
did
by week.
instead of having to like scroll through
Okay.
everything.
Cool.
Like, that makes a lot of sense.
So then maybe we can have Nicole do that.
Yeah.
Do that for
Like,
you
just
guys.
Like,
separate
instead of
the
having
two,
to
that
go
would
look
be,
back last week,
Yeah.
it's right next to it.
Cool.
yeah.
So then what we can do is just write in the group. I'll remind her as well. Write in the group, you can include that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for
Having
In
those-
case.
Having
I
those
forget.
on 2 separate sheets are great, actually.
Okay, so you.
Like the way that you have it, I
Yeah.
love them on 2 separate sheets.
Okay.
You don't? Okay, so I'll go with general consensus, like
Okay.
whatever.
I can't say no, but I can't say yes either. Like, it's helpful to be able to see what I gotta do.
Right.
Maybe it's helpful not to see what I have to do.
I don't know.
Why would it not be helpful?
Just mentally, like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and then I have another thing. I don't need to think about the secondary lifts until I have to do the secondary lifts. Does that
I
make
think
sense?
she should customize them all out.
Okay. All right. Then we got barbell hip bridges. Yeah. You've already done those dumbbell split squats, and then incline rear delt flies. So it would be just like you guys did this week, chest on the bench in incline position. It's just to save your back because you already did deadlifts and all that stuff. You'll be incline on it, and you'll do a rear delt fly. Cool.
You know what I'm loving? no walking, like just.
Are there split squats?
There are split squats. Split squats gotta be there, and it's a little higher reps. You're doing 10 instead. You gotta do ideally you do Bulgarian split squats where your foot is elevated. If there's space for it.
Wait, is it barbell?
No.
Oh,
Dumbbell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the barbell split.
I know, I was like, really?
Yeah.
That's how you lose
Not
it.
yet. Not yet.
Lose
All
your
right.
teeth.
But that's pretty much it. It's fairly simple. The most important is gonna be the big lifts,
Yeah.
and sticking with those.
So we're not editing the sheet, we're waiting for Nicole to give us.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her again. Hopefully she has it before tomorrow. I know she's away, but she said she'll take care of it. She's been posting for us, and so she'll put some time for this stuff. So one thing I'd recommend: day one, ideally do not be here on a busier time. You'll take up all the barbells, and you'll take up all of her weights. So if you can, either come in during a quieter time, or come in on a Sunday or Tuesday when everybody's doing the conditioning work.
I'm off tomorrow, so I can come up at 7. The guys down.
Okay. So like later in the evening?
No, like in the morning.
Oh, in the morning. Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah.
Or Sunday.
Oh, Monday off.
Okay.
All right, off.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Any questions about this stuff?
Makes sense. How's everybody feeling? Like, I was telling Steve that I just feel like, I don't know, maybe 'cause I'm tired, I just feel weaker sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end of the week, but
Yeah.
like I don't say like full on discouraged, like, yo, like sometimes I'm in the working sets, like I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna move up on
Yeah.
this if I'm just like exhausted right now? It's
Right.
like, it gets to me.
This last week was hard. It was hard for me because last week I didn't finish the week,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, of course.
but this week it's been difficult in like getting everything done. I don't my body doesn't hurt necessarily so much more. It's just the massive amount of shit that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's been hard.
Okay.
But it's here.
Yes.
Oh, and it also would help, the workout on Wednesday, or whatever it was. You would have punched me in the face. You gotta check up on me on the weights I put on there.
You did more than you're supposed to, bro.
It was like on Wednesday, and
The 10 reps.
it was the 5 rep, and it was 4 sets of 5 rep, and I was supposed to do it at 3:15, but because I was an idiot, it was crazy that day, and I did it. I got 3:40. It was something I went 40 pounds more than I was supposed to.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And I was wondering why I was like, this fucking sucks. And like on the second set, I'm dying. And then I look again, because you know when like you're so tired that you have to double check. You're like,
Yeah.
did I add in? And I actually
Well,
added more. But
stick to the numbers.
I'm glad I did that.
Stick to the numbers because it's important. Like the cycling of the highs and lows,
Yeah.
the heavy days, the lighter days, all that. You know, it adds up. So
Also the evenings time, I can't stand doing it, but like whatever, that's the way it's been. You get here, and I can't get here at 6 because I gotta feed the baby at 6 o'clock, basically
In the morning.
in the morning. Maybe let me try. I'm gonna try to change the schedule so I feed her at 5. Cause you get here at 6, right?
Yeah.
And that's like, I think doing it with somebody is like gonna
It makes a big difference.
fucking world
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Like just keeping accountable, but also like, commiserating.
For the bench, if you guys can get lift offs
Yeah,
every set,
yeah.
or as many sets as possible, do it because during the meet you're gonna be getting a lift off no matter what. And not only that part right there, that unracking part of it is what gets the shoulder joint. So that, like you're normally here, right there, that shoulder is not in a good position as opposed to here. So if you can get that little lift off to save the joint, allow you to recover a little better, be better for you.